This week is a hot little number from Italy, the latest Alfa Romeo. It's the sports version of their Alfasud, launched a year ago, the Alfasud TI. Richard Hudson Evans at the wheel.
Unlike the majority of Italian cars, as its name suggests, the Alfasud is made in southern Italy, primarily to provide employment in the depressed south. And it's been the most basic Alfa yet, although now the best-selling. A four-seater saloon powered by a mere 1200cc. In short, a most successful attempt at popularising one of the world's most famous sporting marques. With this, their latest TI version, they're providing a genuinely sporting but nonetheless practical addition to their catalogue. Apart from having the usual sporty appendages in the shape of spoilers at the front and tacked onto the rear boot lip too, which apparently we're assured really do have definite aerodynamic advantages, the TI label is mainly justified by a rather meagre power increase of just 5 more brake horsepower, achieved by a camshaft and carburettor change. The engine, a flat-4 single overhead camshaft unit, which makes for a really low bonnet line indeed. Particularly low when you consider the Alfasud has front-wheel drive, and on the TI version for the first time a 5-speed gearbox, and that really is perhaps the most useful of all the modifications you get. It's a 5th gear, very far from an overdrive-only gear, which you can really use. The gear change, totally direct, being one of the very best we've tried. A rev counter, of course, all the instruments the keen driver would want, with absolutely nothing superfluous, and quite a change from some of the Japanese interiors. Here you can actually see all the dials and reach all the switches and stalks with your belts on. In any case, the steering column is adjustable, like so. Really, all very good indeed. Mind you, the performance is pretty good too, especially for only a 1200 with 100-mile-an-hour possibilities, though all for only just over 30 to the gallon. Perhaps, though, the car's best feature is the handling, which is a delight. The steering just doesn't feel like a front-wheel driver at all, and even the twistiest road can actually be enjoyed. Actually, the engine sounds almost unburstable, even though inside, at times, it does tend to get rather on the hectic side. Mind you, I shouldn't think this would exactly deter the sort of customers who'll be buying the TI, although some of the lady customers may be a little bit upset with the ride being rather abrupt. Sadly, only a 2-door version available, though at least you can get 2 real adults in the back, and unlike the ordinary Alfasud, you get a 4 headlamp system. Well, as for price, at £1,717 on the road, it may sound expensive for a 1200. Yet, in our opinion, on the market right now, it does represent about the best small car available. A driver's car, and heavens knows that's rare enough these days. Besides, it does put back just a little bit of the fun into driving.